Is vibrant with my cadence, reminder my silent anguish.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to the Brandy J Show, The Alchemist, Chicago's number one empress. You know what's going on. I'm very grateful for you guys tuning in with me live on this beautiful Wednesday afternoon. You know, today's show is brought to you by yours truly, True Essence. We're located 1605 West Roosevelt Road, Broadview, Illinois 60155. We are a unique spiritual spa specializing in hair care, nail care, lipo laser, and so much more. Also, keep in mind that I am also affiliated with Go Getters. We specialize in credit repair and just get into the bag, y'all. So if y'all are looking to increase your income and make money from home, residual income, holla at your girl. The best way you can reach me is IG, and that's Brandy J underscore. So I know over the past couple weeks I've been saying Brandy J Nails, so I changed it. So just to let you guys know, it's Brandy J underscore, and Brandy has 3 Y's in it. So with that being said, y'all, what's going on? Thank you so much for tuning in. We about to tap back into this higher frequency and get things popping. Last week we had a discussion about overcoming our fears and owning our power. So, I got some feedback from a couple of you guys on and off the show, and I really appreciate that. And I'm looking forward to hearing from you guys again. So keep in mind that this broadcast is live. So I definitely would like for you guys to tune in. The best contact number is 708-223-8953. Okay, guys, you can check it out in the back too as well. So yes, so give us a call and just give me your affirmations, right? So last week we went over overcoming your fears and owning your power. And in overcoming your fears, we broke it down, right? So I'll give a quick synopsis before we kind of move into some other things, right? So with overcoming your fear, we started first with the rewiring of the mind, right? So this is all programming that's taking part in the mind. So one first, what must acknowledge where the breakdown began. So we talked about that. Did it begin from your childhood? Did it begin from a spouse, whatever have you? So acknowledging that, and then what? Disrupting the pattern. You're going to get in there and disrupt the pattern. And then also in that, forgiveness, because maybe that bad programming did come from a spouse or a parent or whatever have you, a friend or whatever. And it's important to forgive, because as we know now as being mature adults, that forgiveness is not just about the other person, more or less, and it's more about you. And it allows you the freedom to move past the hurt, to move past the anger, to move past the deception. It allows you to be free and get connected back to the source. And look, we all fall short of the grace. We all fall short of the grace. And what that saying goes, hurt people hurt people. This is why forgiveness is just necessary. One, for yourself, and then two, for the other person as well. Sometimes people carry a lot of burden on them because they did some terrible thing back in 1990, whatever, and that other person hadn't forgiven them, and they hold on to that, and it's like a heavy backpack on you. You can't thrive. You can't be the best part of you. So forgiveness is yes for you first, but then also for the other person, because we want to make sure that we do our due diligence. And just as we want God and our ancestors and our spirit guides to have grace with us, we should show grace to other people. So we kind of dived into the forgiveness part. But the next thing too is knowing yourself, right? Part of owning your power is knowing yourself, knowing who you are, knowing your divinity, and accepting nothing less than that. Any and everything that is in your life has to be in alignment with who you are and who you believe yourself to be. So knowing thyself. And then also, lastly, was owning your power. So we talked about a few things about how owning your power can be, and then what we can do to increase our power. So we talked about some affirmations. I believe that last week I gave you 7 of my affirmations. This week I am looking forward to hearing from you guys. I want to hear some of you guys' affirmations. And even if you aren't able to tune in live, hey, send me a DM, check me out on Instagram or Facebook. I definitely want to hear your feedback, because everybody has different affirmations, right? Everyone has different things that they're struggling with or that they want to increase. So definitely tune in with me with that. But right, so going back to increasing your power is going to be through affirmations, visualization, and repetition. So I think we talked briefly about repetition and affirmation, but we have to talk about how to visualize and the art of that. There's a mastery to that. So we're going to dive into that a little deeper today. Yeah, but in the interim, I definitely want y'all to give us a call at 708-223-8953. So, getting back into it, the powers of repetition. The power of repetition is that it transforms the subconscious mind. Repetition is necessary when changing paradigms. I'm going to say that again. Repetition is necessary when changing paradigms. Well, what is a paradigm? Okay. Okay, let's go then. Let's go. We can dig into that. We can dig into that. No worries. And Google is just a skip away, but your Google is right here. Your girl is right here. A mental paradigm is a mental program that has almost exclusive control over your habitual behavior. So it's a habit forming mechanism that's taking place in your mind. It's a programming that is really created really in your subconscious mind, right? So that's what a paradigm is. So when you talk about people shifting paradigms, they're shifting their mind, their concepts, their perceptions of reality. Paradigm is what's controlling our reality or your reality. I may have different paradigms, you may have different paradigms. Paradigms again is just mental programming, right? So if you don't change the programming, you can't get to your desired result. Because again, like we said last week, is that a lot of the programming is taking place at a younger age. So a lot of people, again, why we see a mental health on the rise and all of that is because there's bad programming taking place. And a lot of that programming comes from the subconscious mind. And so keep in mind, when you're brought into this world, when you're born into this world, your main faculty is your subconscious mind. You're not even using your conscious mind yet. Think of your conscious mind as far as it's like your your environment, your upbringing, you know, who brought you up, were you brought up in a church, were you brought up in a violent home or whatnot. That's your conscious mind. Your subconscious mind is the programming that you just genetically receive, right? Either from your downloads from your ancestors, whatever you have you. So in your subconscious mind, it is your genetics, it is your connection to source. It's like your intuition, right? That deep gutted feeling. It's something that no one has to teach you, you just know. Whereas with your conscious mind, what you got to use the five senses: touch, taste, smell, and all of that. So with your conscious mind, it's like you going to school to study for something, you're going to school to study for this, you're using your conscious mind. You have a lot of smart people in this world that's using their conscious mind but still haven't learned how to shift their paradigm and start programming their subconscious mind. So you have a lot of people who went to school, right, and still don't have the money or the power, the intellect to really show for it because that's all they have been programmed to do is utilize the conscious mind. Again, in order to shift into different paradigms and shift your reality, you have to get to the subconscious mind. And that's why affirmations and all the things and visualization, all that is necessary because you're programming the subconscious mind. See, your subconscious mind is what's going to lead. It's what's going to shape your new reality. So keep in mind that a paradigm can control logic, time, perception, your effectiveness, your willpower, your intuition, reasoning, and so on and so forth. That's why owning your power is important. It's important to start the shift within the mind and within the subconscious mind so we know how a paradigm works and we have to know how to reprogram it, right? So that we can get to our desired destination. In order for you to get to where you visualize yourself to be, you have to get to the programming, to the bad wiring so that you can rewire from there. And that's why meditation is so important. That's why even doing vision boards and things of that nature, all of that is important. So how important is our imagination and how do visualization work? Okay. So keep in mind that the scripture says, I believe it, and I can't say it verbatimly, but I believe it says, he who enters into the kingdom of God must be childlike. So to me, what I wrote that and what I decoded that to be is like, in order for you to inherit the kingdom of God, which is the righteousness and the beauty of God, you must be childlike. But to be childlike, you know, children, they use their imagination. they use their imagination. They have a vivid imagination, and that's a beautiful thing. And I don't believe that as being adults that you cut that imagination off. No, you keep that strong. You need it even more as an adult than you did as a child, right? So yes, we're gonna tap into that some more. But in the interim, we got a phone call coming in, so you guys bear with me. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Brandy J show. Speak your name and where you from.
Hi, my name is Keisha. I'm from Hillside.
Hey, Miss Keisha, how are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
All is well, boo. So last week we had some assignments, right? So the last week discussion was about overcoming your power and overcoming your fears and owning your power. And in that, I suggested that we do some affirmations. I gave some seven affirmations that I was using currently. So I'm going to ask you, what are some of the seven affirmations that you use daily? And then how has that been able to help you in your journey?
Okay. So the seven affirmations that I pride myself and that I try to use daily is one, I love myself as I am. So many times we look at social media and like our friends and just trying to be like everybody else. So one thing that to center myself and to let me know that I am enough, I say I love myself as I am. The second one is I wake up today with strength in my heart and clarity in my mind. Very important for me because sometimes with like the pandemic and everything that's kind of going on, we sometimes forget how strong we are as an individual, and making decisions and focusing clearly is something that's very important in everyday life and friendships and even at work. So the third one is happiness is a choice. Sometimes when people wake up, they're like, oh, I got to go to work, like, I gotta cook when I get home. It's like, no, like that stresses you out. Be like, hey, I'm gonna be happy today and I get to get up and I get to go to the gym or I get to go to work. So all those things are a choice. So when we wake up, happiness should be a choice and being positive. Um, the next thing is it's okay to not be okay. Sometimes we look at a situation and say, oh man, like I had an issue or a problem today, and I don't know how I'm going to overcome it. Guess what? That's okay. We don't have to have all the answers. We don't have to know everything. Sometimes it's okay to not know, but always make sure you have a plan to follow up. Uh, Another one is I am proud of myself for getting this far. Sometimes when we look at our situation, it's easy to get discouraged because everybody has goals. And sometimes when you want to get to the end goal, it's easy to look at it like, I'm not doing enough. But guess what? If you've done more than what you did last year, guess what? You should be proud for getting this far and then have a plan to get to that next level. And then lastly is I am allowed to say no to others and yes to myself. And sometimes a lot of people are afraid to say no. Sometimes we have to choose ourselves and say, hey, no, I can't go to that event. Or, hey, no, I can't stay that extra hour at work. Or, no, I can't, do something for, friends or family. It's okay to say no and choose yourself. And sometimes with that, it brings a little peace of mind and clarity. So those are the ones that I say daily, and those are the ones that I follow and try to focus and encourage me on a day-to-day basis.
Thank you so much, Miss Keisha. I absolutely
Yeah.
love it. Like, I love it. And the reason why I love yours so much too, as well, because it was so empowering to self, which is yourself. And also, people like myself who piggyback off your affirmations, but it was diversified as well. It was very,
Right.
and, like you say, you have to own your truth and you are enough, and just knowing that you are enough. So I appreciate you doing the assignment, and definitely sound like you got a bright head on your shoulders, and stay positive, and let's just keep these high vibrations going, Miss Lady.
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely agree. I love listening to your show. I tune in every chance I get.
Thank you, boo. All right. Talk to you soon.
You're welcome. All
All right.
right. Talk to you soon.
All
Bye
right.
bye.
Bye bye. All right, guys. Man, what about them affirmations? I love it. Now I'm gonna have to play replay on this show. Now, usually I don't watch my shows over for other reasons, but for this one, I definitely gotta rewind it because those affirmations was absolutely amazing. And we need that again because again, repetition creates the reality of which we want to live in, and you have to, and that's part of the programming. That's part of the paradigm shift, and you have to believe it in order to receive it. So I love those affirmations. Again, if you guys are looking to come in and tune in to me and give me some more affirmations, I'm here for it. I love new information. Your girl loves new information. So teach me a thing or two. So getting back into the importance of being able to visualize in your imagination. And I think we left off with as far as being able to inherit the kingdom of God, you have to be childlike because one has to use that childlike imagination, right? So it's hard when you're an adult and everything is just so chaotic around you. You got bills due, you got kids, you got the job, you got this and stress everywhere. Ain't nobody got time for no imagination. Ain't nobody got time for no be daydreaming and all of that. They say don't nothing come to a daydreamer but sleep or whatever how that saying goes. But it is important for you to be able to daydream. It is important for you to be able to imagine. It is important for you to get in the action of that and the emotion of that because emotion is energy in motion. Let me say that again. Rewind. I said emotion is energy in motion. So as you're visualizing what it is that you are looking to manifest, right? You may want to get to the emotion of that. You have to feel the emotion. How would I feel going into the house of my dreams? How would I feel marrying the person of my dreams? How would I feel opening and having a business of my dreams? What is the emotions behind that? Because if you can do that in conjunction with meditation and get into the emotion of it, oh my goodness, y'all, you just kick your manifestation powers up a notch because that is really the law of attraction. When for some of those who have tuned into the movie The Secret and books and documentaries that are on that vibrational level, you understand the law of attraction. And a big part of that is emotion. A big part of that is being able to visualize. You have to see it and you have to be in the emotion of it. Keep in mind as this is a movie, you are the director, the actor, the producer, the playground you are everything. So if you are making your own movie or making a movie with someone else, your co-partner or whatever have you, make it the best movie ever. Make it the best movie ever. I mean, like my movie might have a little action pack, got a little comedy, it got a little seriousness, a little drama, but hey, it's my movie. Own your divinity, own your light, own your energy, own who you are, and tap into the emotions of that even before you manifest it. That's the quickest way to manifest. That's the quickest way to get to your desired idea, your desired intention is to be in that. Another art of manifestation as well is vision boards. Vision boards is a beautiful things as well. So I know we've been talking and doing that a lot, especially the ladies. Men, I would love for you guys to tune in. This is not a ladies thing. It is. I see ladies with their vision boards. We even do the vision board brunches, and we bring the wine and the mimosas, and we got the French toast, and we making our vision boards. I love it, ladies. I'm here for it. But gentlemen, you guys can do it as well. I don't care if y'all got to get cigars or whatever have you. Get your motorcycles, create y'all some vision boards because vision boards is bomb. One, it's fun to make it with your group of like-minded individuals, like your friends or the people you co-work with or whatever. Also, your family. You want to make sure your family visually and the people that you're around are on the same level. And some of their visions and some of their goals may coexist with yours. Or it may be like, wow, you wanted a boat? I never thought that you, oh yeah, wow. So that brings up a whole new different conversation. So creating vision boards it's fun, one, to incorporate that in your friendships, in your family and home and dynamics of that nature, but also for manifestation, right? Because it's something about if you got something visually, like we are visual people. Why you think everybody scroll on social media all the day, scrolling, because we're visual. So likewise, instead of scrolling on social media all day, get a nice little vision board that's right there in your room or somewhere that's visible that you got to see every day, and put some nice quality pictures of some of the places you want to go, some of the things you want to do, the type of lifestyle you choose to live, the type of affirmations you want to become, and so on and so forth. Like, fill it up, because that's a part of who you are. You are creating your tomorrow today. I'm going to say that again. You are creating your tomorrow today. So get in tune with it. So vision boards is a great fun way to have fun with friends, but also to manifest even more quicker. Scripting is also a great tool. What is scripting? Okay, let's get to it. I love the script. As you guys know, I literally write all the time. I probably, if I would put all my notes together, the girl probably got like 3 books solid for real. No cap. But as far as scripting is such as with affirmations. So just like the young lady, Miss Keisha, gave her affirmations, you will simply write out the affirmations, but you will write it as if it is already done. So you were right saying, thank you that I have my dream house. I am so elated that I got my dream car. Oh, I can't believe my husband is finally here. Like, wow, we're planning our wedding. Even if like you can't let nobody else see your scripting, because that's gonna seem a little crazy. A little abstract, but you keep your scripting to yourself. It's like your diary. So again, scripting is writing your affirmations or your desired destination as if you are already in a moment of it, and you're doing it with an attitude of gratitude, right? It's something about being in an attitude of gratitude that reaps so much benefits, right? Because you're saying to the creator, you're saying to the ancestors, thank you. I'm in the moment. I'm present. I am grateful. And somehow when you write that down as if you already have it and being thankful for already having it, you can manifest even quicker. And I noticed a difference when I wasn't using these tools in my life. I noticed a difference in my vibration, in my aura, and so on and so forth. I even noticed a difference now that I started back integrating these type of tools in my life. Not only that, it's like I can manifest that much more faster, y'all. Like, I can literally kind of think of something or anything that I want to have, and it literally gravitates to me. So this is a proven science, and this is some tools that I definitely want you guys to tap into, because it's necessary for us to get to where we want to be. Because in being where we desire to be, there's like a looseness, right? We're not so uptight, like we're not so wound up. A lot of what's wrong with our people is that we're wound up because society has just really suppressed us with a lot of emotions, a lot of anxiety. Gas is going up, pay is going down, corona this and this strand and that, and all of these different things that's taking place. So it's like when you're able to visualize the world that you want to live in, you like creating an scapegoat for yourself. And these tools allows you to just tap into your future. So people want to know, how does time traveling works? Time traveling is really just meditation and visualization. That's what time traveling is. You're bringing the future to yourself right now. Something that probably would have taken you a year, years, or even years and years and decades, you can manifest it just that much quicker because you're using those tools. And then by using those tools, then you're able to assist others, because you again become a master. Like we said in the last show, the best benefits of owning your power is being a master, right? You mastered the waves, you mastered who you are. And a master is always eager to teach others, right? They're always eager. And also, a master realizes that as they are teaching others, they are also teaching themselves. A lot of what I share on here is also for my own therapeutic purposes. Yes, it's for you guys. I love sharing information. I love the feedback, whether you guys are testing me personally or reaching out to me on social media or calling in. I very well appreciate the feedback. And I know it's going to be even much greater as the future progresses. Trust me. But this also is, for me, is very therapeutic, because again, I lost myself at some point, for different reasons. But being able to find yourself and being able to get back to your core purpose of why you are here, why you are downloaded into this matrix, and what the creator wants you to do, and how your unique gift and your unique quality can contribute to the world that you're living in. Again, going back to what we said last week, what's your contribution? Again, some contributions may be big, some may be small, but all is necessary. Each one teach one. So we all have something unique that we bring to the table. And when you are owning your uniqueness, it is such a beautiful thing because you're not trying to be like him and you're not trying to be like her and you're not trying to be like anything or anyone else but yourself. And in that, you have a uniqueness that is so like abundant and it encourages and inspires others to own their uniqueness. And in that, we can also vibrate even higher because we realize that we were the only ones holding ourselves back. We were the only ones holding ourselves back. I was the only one holding myself back. Once I got a hold of that, then I started to utilize the tools that I've been knew since day one. But I had to remind myself. I had to remember who I was. It's like when Simba had to return back to the Pride Land. He had to remember who he was. He had letting go. He had let all the what happened with his father and Scar and all that get him into the jungle. And now it's like we all in the jungle, right? The earth is like the jungle. You gotta stay safe. There's a lot going on out here. But keep in mind that we are still connected to the source and we are still divine beings and divine spirit beings having a human experience. So it's important for us to remember our true essence. Yes, true essence. Remember that. Remember who you came from, who you are, and what you came to do in this space and time. Because you came into this space and time for a reason. Believe me, if you manifested, incarnated into this space and time, it is for a good reason. Find that reason, and I guarantee you'll find your purpose, and I guarantee you'll be able to use these tools even more effectively and manifest even more quickly. So, okay. Lastly, we're going to wrap this thing up. I love chopping it up with you guys. Again, if you guys are able to tune in with me, check me out on www.intellectualradio.com. Also, you can give us a call live at 708-223-8953. Also, Brandy J underscore at Instagram. You know what's going on. So now that we are shifting into new different paradigms, right? And we understand what paradigms is and how the programming works, one may want to know how they can continue to vibrate high. So now that I did all the wiring, I did all the work, I've been doing my affirmations, I've been doing my meditations and writing and scripting and all these beautiful techniques. How do I maintain it from here? I got the answer, guys. Okay, the best answer is what? Sun gazing. So I'm gonna give you a few things, but sun gazing is at the top. I love sun gazing, right? So what is sun gazing? Sun gazing is, again, the sun is a source, right? So it's a lot of photons and information. It's the longest being there is that's been around, longer than the earth, longer than anything. So imagine how much information, how much knowledge and beauty is in the sun. So when you see people outside meditating and doing yoga and they're sitting in the sun and they're just looking at it and basking in the ambiance of it, it's not just for play. It really is a deep science to it. And I'm going to show you some techniques that you can use as far as sun gazing, right? So sun gazing, the best time, the optimum time to sun gaze is between, I believe, 11 and 1 p.m., depending on what area you're in, central time, so on and so forth. But that is the best time because the sun is at its peak. Now, when you are sun gazing, you definitely want to, you don't want to have too much overexposure, but you want to get just enough. So also with sun gazing, is important to learn the art of breath. Right? So breath is important. Breath is what you took in when you came into the world, and breath will be the last thing you take when you leave out of this world. So for a quick second, I'm gonna show you guys just how to breathe because I think some of us like tend to breathe through our mouth, right? No, 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 no. You want to breathe through your nose, okay? So deep breaths. Hold it. Exhale. So when you are breathing, you want to take it all in and hold it for a few seconds, right? No thoughts, no nothing. You're just enjoying and taking in this good product, this good energy, this good source that you're breathing in, right? You want to hold it there for a second and you want to breathe out all of the toxins and things and vibrations that aren't serving you. You want to do that until you cannot consciously think of it anymore, okay? Preferably in front of the sun. Yes, because you're just saying, thank you, source. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, power. Thank you, God. Thank you. Thank you for another day. Thank you for the sunshine. Because I know that it's downloads being given to me. It's downloads, right? So sun gazing too, you want to open your eyes and yes, look directly in the sun. I know you've been told you don't look directly in the sun. You look directly in the sun. All right. You look it square dead in the face, not for too long. You blink your eyes for a few minutes because now you're just getting all the downloads, all the codes. Should see certain lights flickering in your eyes when you are doing this. It's going to trip you out, but just stay with the process. And that's really just going to do that repetitively for as long as you can. You don't want to sun gaze too long. You don't have to. You don't have to. That's just your way of connecting to the source, right? So again, we are talking about after you have shifted into this new paradigm, how to keep the high vibrations. My number one thing for me is sun gazing. That's why I love when the summertime come. You're gonna catch me on my deck. I'm gonna put the umbrella up. Nope, the umbrella down. Right. I'm sitting in the sun, I'm getting all the downloads directly. I'm like a tree. I'm becoming like a plant. Right. So also meditation. Meditation is a great part of it. Working out and eating healthy. Yes, working out and eating healthy is important because the bloodstream, when you're working out, the blood is flowing. We all know when the blood is flowing, everything is growing and growing in a good direction, right? The next thing too is tuning into different sound frequencies. We underestimate the importance of sound frequency, but sound frequency is around us. Again, vibrations is always around us. So a lot of the music that we listen to that is available to us on media is not right. The frequency is all messed up. So but I love music too. I like and quote some of your rap. I can sing this, that, and the third. But at the end of the day, it's not healthy for us all the time, right? So what I would suggest one to do is in your meditation periods, maybe you can reserve 10 minutes for just quiet meditation and maybe the other 10 to 15 minutes with sound meditation, like sound frequency. So if you're unfamiliar with sound frequency, you can go right on YouTube and just put in sound frequency, and you're going to see so many different megahertz that you can use, all the way from 444 all the way up to sit something. And all of it is depending on what type of frequency or thought process you want to be in. So if you are looking to be in the frequency of love, there's a sound vibration for that. If you are looking to be in the frequency of manifestation or money, there's a sound frequency for that. So find out which frequency best serve you and get in tune with it. And then also, like we just said, connecting to the source, knowing who you are and just being like just humble in this entire experience and grateful. You know, the best way of owning your power is just knowing who you are and staying in the here and now of that. And again, being of service, being of beneficial to your community, to your family, to your legacy. And in that, having an attitude of gratitude, being proud of what you are manifesting, what you are creating, and be proud of these tools. Because these tools, if we start to integrate that into our daily lives, whereas it just becomes a part of our things like we brush our teeth and wash our faces, a part of our daily lives, we are, man, changing the dynamics of the next generation, genetically as well as aesthetically. Because again, right, guys, in order to shift the paradigm, you have to what? Shift the subconscious mind. Because the mind has two faculties, right? You have the subconscious mind, which is controlled by the senses and the environment of this world, but you have the subconscious mind, which is genetics and extra things that you receive from your ancestors. So learn how the mind works, learn how to shift the mind, apply the tools, act in an attitude of gratitude, humble yourself, and just enjoy the journey. So we are just wrapping it up for the day, guys. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. Again, even if you weren't able to catch me live, please still send in your 7 affirmations. I love to hear from you guys. I love to get you guys downloads because, again, we all share something unique. In the interim of space, you guys can, again, check me out on Instagram. That's Brandy J _. That's Brandy with 3 Y's, J _. Also, you can give me a call at 708-901-9089. My spiritual boutique is located at 1605 West Roosevelt Road, Broadview 60155. And again, if you are looking to create more income, if you are looking to tap into residual income, if you are looking to get your credit in order, or you know somebody, please holler at your girl on all of those platforms that I stated. Until then, I just want to tell you guys that to stay light, stay beautiful, stay in the now, and stay in the know of who you are. It's all high vibrations with you guys. I love you guys. Until next time, 5 p.m. next Wednesday. Let's go.